back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be making some DIY hamster treats and toys for your hamsters. These were super fun to make and this can be great enrichment for your hammies. Before we get into it, I would like to give a shout out to Adeline Claire. She recently restarted her channel, so it'd be awesome if you go subscribe to her and check out her videos. So let's get started with making our toys. This was a super fun video to make. So if you're a normal person, you probably have a few toilet paper or paper towel rolls you can use. Or if you're a psychopath like me, you have 30. Anyway, let's make our first toy. So I just grabbed this paper towel roll, and I'm sure you've all seen this toy and you've probably made it before, but we're just going to be cutting out a bunch of strips from it and kind of putting them together to form a little ball. This is just a classic, a really easy one to do, and I make it all the time for my hamsters and my guinea pigs. So this is what they look like. I made one for Lily and one for Franklin. Now we're going to be making a book, so I just cut out a little piece of cardboard from a toilet paper tube and I'm going to be folding it and kind of cutting it to size so it's kind of in the shape of a book. We need to add some pages to this book, so for the pages I'm going to be using toilet paper. This is a perfectly safe nesting material for hamsters. I cut it out to size on both sides of the book, so we'll have our pages and it'll kind of look like a little mini book that Franklin can read. And to kind of keep the pages in place, I just put a little willow stick like in the crease of the book. I just thought it looked good and made it look more like a book sort of, even though it's not the right length for the toy, but it still looks cute. Now we're going to be making some hamster sushi. This is my absolute favorite one, so I'm going to cut this paper towel roll until we have this little bit left, and we're going to be stuffing it with some toilet paper. Again, this is perfectly safe, and I'm going to be shredding it for the rice, I guess, so it'll kind of look like little hamster rice. I put a little bit in the base of it so that the contents of the sushi roll wouldn't spill out everywhere when you picked it up. So I'm just going to be stuffing it with all this little toilet paper. I think Franklin is going to love this. And for the toppings, I'm going to be adding some little freeze-dried chicken pieces. This is just like a freeze-dried chicken from Petco that I got in the dog section, and Franklin loves it. For more toppings, I'm just adding a little sprinkling of seed mix. I thought it would be really cute and another thing that Franklin can enjoy. Now for the garnishes, I'm adding a little piece of bell pepper and of course Franklin's favorite thing in the universe, a little sunflower seed. He loves his sunflower seeds. We need some sort of thing to act like seaweed, so I decided to put some lettuce on there, and I think it looks pretty similar to a little sushi. Now I'm going to carefully pick it up and show you. I think this turned out so adorable. It literally looks like little hamster sushi. 10 out of 10 would recommend making. And the next thing we'll be making is a hamster cupcake. You'll need part of a toilet paper or paper towel roll and some toilet paper. So I'm going to be stuffing it with toilet paper, and then for the frosting just kind of twirling it like this and putting it on the cupcake like so to kind of make it look like a cupcake or as close as possible to a cupcake. It was very delicate and hard to put on there, but eventually I think I kind of got it to look like a cupcake and it looks pretty decent. For the toppings, I'm going to be shredding up this little raspberry into little pieces and putting it on there to make it look like some sort of topping, and I think it looks adorable. And the little blueberry is just a little garnish. I absolutely love it. The last thing for this cupcake is this little treat. These are Franklin's absolute favorite treat. And without further ado, let the chewing and taste testing begin. We're starting with this sushi roll. This was Franklin's absolute favorite and was mine too. He ended up munching away at it and eating all of the things very, very quickly because he just loved it so much, and I can't even imagine how good that tasted. It must have been so yummy. This is great enrichment for your hamsters. because they're actually having to work for their food and find it in all the little pieces of toilet paper, and the seed mix on top of the sushi will get scattered around, so they'll have to forage for it later. And making this is a great activity for yourself if you're bored or sick like me. I seriously can't handle how cute he is eating all of this. He's just the cutest. I love him so much. Now it's time to give him his cupcake, which quickly fell apart the moment I set it down, but that's okay. He'll still be able to enjoy it. He really liked digging all the little raspberry pieces out of it, but other than that, it was just kind of some toilet paper nesting, but he still really liked bringing it back to his nest, and he made a very cozy nest with all the toilet paper later that night. I was too lazy to turn my ring light back on, but here's just this little book. He ended up taking the toilet paper and pouching it to take it back to his nest. And here's the other toy I made for him. And that is it for this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!